New introduction here. I want to get everybody's attention for what I feel will be a lucrative opportunity. It's the first ever NYSE marijuana IPO. We're making history here, and I feel this is just the first stepping stone in what is going to be the start of many IPOs on both the NASDAQ and the NYSE. I feel we're going to have a marijuana sector and marijuana ETFs in the future, and this is just step number one. If you are familiar with the industry, that's all I have to say. I know you're interested already. If this is new to you, this is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest financial opportunity in our lifetimes. This has never happened before. We have an established tens of billions dollar industry that the floodgates are going to open. It's becoming more and more legitimate legally, and this is just step number one. So Innovative Industrial Properties is the company. The ticker is IIPR. It is a real estate REIT that invests in medical marijuana facilities. And for this IPO, we have a new website, www.mjipo.com. I put together an hour of research video going through the filings, researching the company and the executives, and establishing a game plan, looking at some other IPOs and how they have traded. We're going to have a chat room with live Q&A during that day, Tuesday, November 22nd. And we'll also have the live webcam where I'll be showing our charts, going over, pointing out key support and resistance levels, looking at the volume that's coming in. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I hope you will join us. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the charts. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good holiday, and we are looking at gold on the daily, weekly, shorter-term time frames. This is the hourly chart, a bit of a descending triangle pattern with lower highs and a horizontal base of support in the 1183 range. We've dipped below it multiple times. The lower wicks keep getting bought up, but a break is imminent, and it does look like it will be occurring potentially before the open tomorrow. So we know the bears are in absolute full control. As soon as we broke 1200, that was a clear dump, and it was actually pretty ironic. I update this whiteboard every day pre-market for our members with all different key levels to be looking at, and this is what I wrote on gold literally 10 minutes before the dump occurred. You need to be very aware that we could see a break of key support in a very fast manner like we did at 1300. 10 minutes later, we see a dump from essentially 1212 all the way down to 1180s. So a little bit of foreshadowing there. Certainly didn't expect it to happen that quickly, but the data in the morning giving the dollar the breakout. Remember we saw, let's pull up the dollar chart here, but we saw the break, the bearish break from the bear flag channel on the hourly happened the day before the breakdown. That was a little bit of a heads up. Bulls recovered a little bit and then absolutely dumped. And it was gold. It was the dollar giving the heads up here that it had that bullish break as well. So if you've been watching these videos, the charts have given some indication, and the bull break occurred when this downtrend line was broken to the upside. So we got the heads up the day before, consolidated, and then the clear breakout, and that's what led to the breakdown for gold. So we're right at this key support. We're looking down at the low we've seen on this pullback, 1180.17, and now we need to find the next key levels by zooming way out. And let's look at the daily time frame. This break of 1200 is very key, and now this entire uptrend from the start of the year is in question. And that's because that clear higher low has been erased, and because we exploded to the upside from 1060 all the way up to 1200, there is not much support built in this area. So we're bouncing off of 1180 because it was previously resistance back here, and now it's acting as support. But if we lose 1180, I'm looking at 1160 as the next clear level, and then really down to 1100. So the bears are in absolute full control of this trend right now. Let's look at it on the weekly time frame. Just a clear drop breaking that support, and the bear miners are seeing breakouts. So there's a big difference between these two bear miners. Look at JDST. High, we have our high of the breakout, low of consolidation, lower high, higher low, and it's another lower high. Did not break the high of November 18th. Look at Dust. Significant difference. We clearly broke the high from November 18th, and now we have a higher low and a higher high over the past week where we do not have that on JDST. So Dust is the play to be in compared to JDST. And we look at these bull miners, and they are seeing a pretty big breakdown. NUGT, the low was 730. We hit 720, so there's your lower low. Bears clearly in control of this trend. We look at the weekly time frame, and it's just been lower highs and lower lows over the past few months. So we knew what direction to be looking in. Obviously, we didn't know the break was coming this quickly, but it's no surprise which direction we did break. So checking in on JNUG, still maintaining support. JNUG is stronger than NUGT. 606 was the low, and we bounced off of 619 back yesterday. So the bear miners are in full control. The bears of gold are in full control, and it all makes sense fundamentally. Think about it. If you've got the market at all-time highs, which we are at, there's not any fear, and gold is viewed as a safe haven. When there is fear, gold goes up, but there is no fear at the market at all-time highs, and that's why money is going into the market and coming out of gold. So the bears are in full control, and we'll see how long that stays the case. And we are a little bit oversold on the shorter term time frames. Let's check back in on that hourly. So we have built this base and leveled out. And let's pull up that RSI real quick. And that RSI is coming off of oversold. So we are cooling off while we're trading sideways here. And the daily RSI on gold is still oversold. So we can expect a short term bounce from where we currently stand on the daily time frame. But again, short term is the key word. We have seen 2 bear flags in a row now on this daily time frame for gold. The first one being right here. We had that clear bear flag in a breakdown, and then we had that clear bear flag that was very clear on the hourly that we were watching. And again, we got that bearish break the day before this breakdown, a bit of a heads up. And the bears are in control. That's the moral of the story. So we'll check back in, see how we close up the week and head into the weekend. I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your day.